morning. How is everyone? I hope that you guys are doing well. Happy Friday in this beautiful, beautiful day of Seattle. I'm just kidding. Everyone knows that this is winter for the next quite many, many, many months in Seattle, but I still love this beautiful, beautiful city that I'm living in. If we're new for the first time, my name is Holly Lee. I live stream twice a week, every single week, in answering all of your interview tips, tricks, questions with Amazon, which is a lot of you guys are interested in, as well as other FAANG companies. Don't forget, people, I also have worked with 90% of the FAANG company as well as startup, and my passion is to help you going from zero to hero in landing the job, dream job of your choice, okay? So if we haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and smash that like and thumbs up button, because when you do that, YouTube will send you a notification as I'm live streaming. They will not remind you of everything else. I don't know why YouTube stopped doing that, but you will be doing it. And if you're truly, truly struggling and have an upcoming interview, which is 100% of you guys are struggling, I know because I read all of your messages. Don't forget to download, and it's not working right now, which is my star template. And all you have to do is go to my main YouTube page. If you click on the download, there's a big icon. You guys cannot miss this, okay? When you click download, you will have the most innovative thing as an example for you to copy. Listen, guys, I'm the only content creator that talks about Amazon on YouTube that had devoted the entire year to figure out the right questions to help to give it to you for free, by the way, first. Second, create templates of every single one of my personal experience, again, for free for you so that you can look at the step by step how I'm able to transform the STAR method into extreme, concise, and simplicity in helping you remember every single high level achievement or business impact that you have done. That's how you're able to get the job offer, okay? And I need to have a moment here. Usually, how this works is that in the first 5-10 minutes, I wanted to talk about everything that I've read, what the market trend is, what all of your messages, by the way. Thank you so much for supporting my work. And my channel hit 24,000 subscriber because of you. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's get started really quick here because I have a child that is still in bed next to me right now. And I don't know how long this will last. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys a moment on, ooh, my name tag is gone. A moment of just not understanding me, not understanding you. Why is it so hard for people to listen? It's not just listening to me, listening in general. I get it. I'm a highly ambitious professional myself. And how should I say this without sounding extremely rude? You guys just don't listen. Yeah, I'm saying that you guys because one out of, in honestly speaking, because Amazon is very heavy in data and I'm a highly data driven person. If you're in tech, if you want to work for a tech company, you do, yeah? It's highly, highly data driven. So I'm going to share some data with you guys, okay? I have personally coached couple hundreds, okay? Couple hundred, I would say 300 by now. We're just talking about this year in helping people land position in my VIP coaching cohort, which is right here, okay? In the VIP coaching cohort or even my YouTube audience, like you guys, it doesn't matter where, but people just don't listen, okay? If you, let me just backtrack 1 second here without my coffee, of course. Every single one of my VIP members, I call them members and I don't like calling them clients because I don't know, I just don't like calling people my clients. My members, before they land to me, all of them, the ones who result in multiple job offer, let me repeat, the ones who result in multiple job offer, including fail interview 3 times in 6 months. That's true. If you haven't checked out my video interview with Alidia, go ahead and do that. She's a program manager at AWS right now. She's one of the many who have landed result is because you have to learn how to listen immediately. Okay. I have had people who join my cohort who cannot get into my platform. By the way, it's called Discord. It's so easy. I have been told by hundreds and thousands of people that, Holly, your process is so easy. Really, I have 3 steps, which is one, I'm going to teach you how to write your resume and brand yourself so that you can land more interview while you're doing interviewed. To what? Boost up your confidence, okay? And if you haven't checked out my video where I talked with AWS Woman in Tech, I talk so much about what you should do before you start writing your story. That's where you have failed, professional. Two is your LinkedIn profile. I have so many people who follow. It's so easy, guys. I'm not talking about wasting out. I'm talking about literally 1 minute to read through my instruction, implement that process, my process, by the way, into your LinkedIn profile, and boom, Amazon recruiter reach out to them. True story. True story. And people still don't do it. They're hanging in there. They're wondering what's going on. And like nothing happened. It's so weird. I don't understand. Let's talk about my free version of career coaching, which is this on my YouTube channel. Okay. So many of you guys are shameless in leaving me messages on my YouTube video. You know, everyone in the world can read it, right? When you do that. Thank you, by the way, for all of you who mentioned that you have resulted in a job offer. I will do a recap at the end of the month. I thought I would do it weekly. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that, but thank you. There are 15 of you guys who landed a job offer just right out of my YouTube content. So for those who haven't yet, you will eventually, but you have to listen and implement. That's my motto, okay? Listen and implement. Stop writing me messages such as, Holly, you need to stop doing this long 1 hour video like this. Guess what? This is for my paid YouTube community member. I start doing this because of coronavirus, COVID-19. I start doing this for free for a year and a half. In fact, the pay version is only $3.99, which I'm not really making anything, so that I can keep the internet troll away, so that I can keep silly questions away and not spam me in the middle of live streaming, so that I can focus more on you guys when I answer your questions, okay? So there's so many shameful guys, shamefuls comment on my channel. And this is like the number one struggles of YouTube creator, by the way. I know for a fact I'm not the only one, because I was at the VIT Summit conference 2 weeks ago. I met some amazing other creator as well. And don't worry, I'll be collaborating with a couple of them very, very soon. But you guys got to cut it out. The resources is right in front of you. Everything is free. Everything is free. I'm not even selling you anything. I'm not asking you to buy anything or purchase anything. Although I'm very grateful that 100% of my clients comes right out of my YouTube membership, like you guys. But when you're reaching out to people and asking for, can I have my cake and pie and eat it too? Here's the scenario. To make, I know a lot of you guys are asking me, Holly, stop live streaming and start producing a quick tip for 1 minute. Listen, guys, the quick tip for 1 minute, do you really think you're going to get a job with 1 minute tip? Only 1 minute tip? If you answer yes, then no, that's not going to help you. Because first I have to explain to you how you create your story, right? That takes more than a minute. And then I have to give you an example. Don't you guys want freebies? If you are interested in freebie, please say yes, freebie in the bottom. Don't you want free stuff? It's going to take me a lot longer than that. I recently hired an amazing video editor as of like literally last week. It's very, very quick, so that I can pump more and better content for you. So please do yourself a favor. When you reach out to your favorite creator, just be very nice on the comments you're leaving them, because a lot of us are also parents. My God, I've met some that are a parent to 4 kids and their YouTube channel is blowing up. Oh my God, I'm so excited for them, right? There's so many parents, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, you name it. I just have 1 kid. I have no complaint here. But I'm just saying that, us creator put in so much effort. And a lot of the time when we do it, it's because we started this as a hobby. We didn't start at YouTube to make money. I mean, you think Google pays us? Google does not pay us. The ads pays us, okay? So don't skip my ads. Go ahead and tolerate 15 seconds and don't skip it. That's how we get paid, which is nearly to nothing, okay? So with further ado, I would love to answer all of your questions that you have for me. I know that all of you guys also reach out to me across the social platforms, such as via LinkedIn. This is why, because there are hundreds of messages that I get literally between every few days, or even down to over the weekend. I literally can get 500 to 1,000 messages, and my team and I cannot go back in there and give you a quick tip. The quick tip is in my entire YouTube channel, but where you're going to get the best result, guys, and I'm being so authentic with you right now, is this, the live streaming. Okay? I'm a live coach. Look, I'm breathing. I'm real. And I've literally worked for Amazon for 6.5 years or 7. I can't remember. It's been so long. I worked for Google when I started their hardware, fiber optic. Remember fiber optic, the T1 connection? Way before that's even on the picture. We're talking about 11 years ago. That's how long they started building those technologies and a lot of that stuff. The hardware, the mobile engineers and all of that. I hired the first mobile engineer at Google. So I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to ask you guys one more time. Please, please, please do your homework. And if you're not ready for interview, for the love of God, move your interview or cancel the interview. Let me repeat. Move your interview or cancel the interview. I know that all of you guys are going to reach out to me on LinkedIn and ask me the same questions. I'm not going to answer you because I'm doing it right now. And you will say, Holly, I was just in your live stream and you told us to cancel our interview. Do we really cancel our interview? Listen, guys, you are one out of thousands of people who are asking the same questions when you already know the answer. Trust yourself, professionals, right here. Trust yourself. Your tone and your ability to have the right mindset will show up in front of the interviewer. Okay? Trust yourself. Trust thyself. Okay? Trust thyself, people. I care about you getting the job so much, and I want you to feel the same way about yourself. Is that too much to ask for? All right, I'm gonna stop preaching right now. I'm just on fire because literally the night before every live stream, I spend a couple hours doing nothing but to read all of your messages until 3 o'clock in the morning. Look at these. Look at my eyes. Look at the puff in my eyes. Okay, no one else will care about your success more than I do. I'm not saying it to be cheesy or cliche. Literally, this right here, the live streaming, is a hobby. Okay, it is a hobby. And if I want to, I can easily turn this into like a pay version where you have to pay for. I don't even do that because I know for a fact that many of you guys are affected by the pandemic still. And guess what? The pandemic, it ain't going anywhere. It's still going to be around for an additional 2 more years. That's why you hear that Amazon is the only company that's really firing up with all these positions. But that doesn't mean that you should take interview when you ain't ready. Okay? All right. Hannah, hello. Everybody say good morning to our community manager. That is, I think is what, 2 o'clock in the morning for you right now in Sydney, Australia, Hannah. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Girl, you don't have to be here. I know it's very early. I'm very, very appreciative of your support. Thank you. Yakish, thank you so much, Yakish, for the super chat. Oh, that's very nice. Yakish says, thank you very much. Thank you. You know what, guys? The thing is, every time I try to fix this thing here, it's just, sorry, guys, I have to do this, okay? You guys know that generally I do it in advance, but it's so weird. I don't know. I wish that somebody will make a YouTube channel to teach me how to do this where it doesn't move every single week, but that is not the case. I'm going to remove myself really quick here. Sorry, guys. By the way, every single live stream, I usually prep an hour before the live stream. So if it's a 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for me, my butt is up at 8 o'clock a.m. sharp, even on a Friday. Yes, that is true. On a Friday. In fact, I don't even take clients, respond to my own pay coaching client. It's all about YouTube and catering to you every single Friday and Tuesday. All right? That is why. Remember that. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, Holly, and special love to you and your kid for supporting your service by sleeping calm. Aw, thank you. That's amazing. Okay, give me fire up all of your questions, guys. Wish me luck on my loop interview on Tuesday. Thank you for all your valuable tips and advice. You're welcome, Yagesh. Yagesh, you can have the final interview, the first interview, the second interview. It really doesn't matter, my friend. Make sure that you practice to death, okay? I advise a lot of the folks. I even have a video on on-site interview loop. I talk a lot about practicing in front of Zoom, but even in front of Zoom, I would also mix it up a little bit so you guys don't get bored with yourself. Okay, for example, when you're prepping not just for Amazon, for any job interviewed, I would do Zoom one day and maybe in front of the mirror the next day and simply use your amazing iPhone or whatever. Oh, there's a picture of my son. Whatever mobile phone you have and press the memo record. So at the bare minimum, you can hear yourself. Okay. So you have to mix and match a little bit. If not, you will get bored of it yourself. Um, I would say about 50% of you will give up. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying this with real life data. Remember, guys, I run a group coaching cohort. I've helped a lot of people, okay? And thousands of people have resulted in landing a job offer. I made a post on my LinkedIn community yesterday, actually. I asked two questions. The first question is, are you guys interested in me bringing on collaboration or interviewers of hiring leaders at these FAANG company or AKA Amazon? Or are you more interested in those who have already succeeded in landing a job offer in like Amazon? So majority of you are interested in that. So there's going to be a lot more coming, okay? The one thing you guys are forgetting is even if I have an executive or hiring manager interviewing at Amazon or, how whatever company that may be, those are the folks who also have success story. Okay. I would challenge you to think big and read the content, every single interview or every single content that I have produced on my YouTube channel to think bigger. All right. It's not just for Amazon, it's for other employers, but see how you can take the meat of what the interview is or that specific video and implement that in your learning. The one and only best playlist I can give you right now is my top 7 interview questions. Okay. I talked about that. I gave you example verbally ad hoc. I'm an ad hoc person and that's why I love live streaming. It also directs you to my playlist, which is Amazon Leadership Principle Questions and Answer. Okay. As I mentioned, for the love of God, everything has an answer. I don't just talk, but I talk the walk. But I need you to actually do the work because it is free for you people. Okay? It is free. It is absolutely free. And a lot of you guys, when you land into my VIP coaching, it's because you want a little bit more hand holding, which is absolutely fine. That is so normal. Even directors and VP inside the cohort are the same way. But listen, your ability to listen and follow instruction is critical, people. Critical. Don't waste your time, anyone's time. Just do it. Don't be frantic because there has not been a single email or messages that I read where you're not saying, Holly, I have an interview next week. Please help me. Here, I join your cohort. Tell me what to do next. I'm not a miracle worker. Okay. I am not a miracle worker. You got to listen, guys. Pause. Listen to the word that's coming out of your mouth. Listen very, very carefully. When your mindset speaks like that, do you think you're going to get a job? The answer is no. Okay? The answer you should be saying to yourself is, I just joined your stuff. This is what I've done. This is my situation. Looking forward into learning from you or, let me know what I need to do, whatever that may be. But you need to trigger your mind where I'm going to freaking go in there and get that job. And yes, this is what I've done or I'm completely lost, which is fine. But you got to tell yourself that you're ready to do the hard work rather than saying, please tell me what I should be doing. Spoon feed me when you can. I'm going to sit here and wait for you. Okay? 99.99% of the people that I've ever interact with, minus the one who naturally land job offers right off of my free YouTube content, which is over 4,000 people, by the way. Okay? The one whom I personally coach is a couple hundred, all right, inside the VIP coaching. I'm talking about this year only. Even so, it takes a long time. I feel like we wasted the first month for me to just motivate them and getting them to from zero to actually just start. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. Please be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Okay? Yakesh, there's so many great meat in here. I can share with you guys that the top 7, my top 7 question is one of the reasons that a lot of people land their job offer. That's the feedback that I'm getting from my messages. Okay. The second one is my number 1 rated video, which is my top 3 Amazon interview tips. And either one of those, it will lure you. hook you, I should say, into the playlist that I just mentioned. I only have one playlist, by the way. That's just questions and answer. Is that simple or not, right? Rather than saying, oh, Holly, I'm so overwhelmed. You have so many messages. Stop that. Cut it out. Have you watched the last two videos that I've released? Elizabeth is a mom to two kids. She got no problem laying a job on Amazon. She's up until 2 a.m. in the morning, people, while having a full time job. Yes. Okay. And before that, I interviewed Alicia. Okay. Alicia is also a mom to a 3-year-old. Okay. She studied 8 hours straight the day before her on site loop. So, what is your excuse? What is your excuse? All right. Steve, hello, hello. How are you, Constant? How are you, Constant Price? I feel like I've known you for a very long time. I really appreciate you and thank you for coming back every week. Corinne says, just became a member. Yay! Corinne, if you are new, please do let me know at least where you are calling in from. What is your current situation? When you guys have a question for me, please be as specific as possible. When you guys are not specific with your questions, one is going to appear very general. And when the person who's listening to you, aka the interviewer, is going to wonder, does this person have any experience? I wonder what level would be a good fit because I'm not getting any examples. It's just so general. Do you guys understand? Does that make sense to you? So anytime when you ask a questions in the workplace or aka your career coach me, you have to be specific so that I can give you a specific answer. Okay? What team are you interviewing for? Level doesn't matter. What position you're interviewing for, what stage you are in. So when you do that, I can give you answers specifically for that org because devices, AWS, and consumer are not the same. Even though they all have the same hiring bar for engineer, PM, TPM, so on and so forth, but the interview process and expectation may be a little bit different. Okay? And because I literally work for most of those organizations, I can share more relevant data to you where you're not going to get from the Amazon recruiter because they haven't worked for those org. Okay? Doris, hello, Doris. I've got a lot of VIP coaching member who are here. Thank you for supporting my work. Mario, hello, Mario. Happy Friday, Mario. Anna, how are you? You just became a member. Awesome. By the way, on Friday, if you guys are interested in me reviewing your LinkedIn profile, letting you know what I'm seeing or giving you tips on what position you may be a fit for or how you're going to stand out to land job interviews almost immediately, please do let me know to say yes. Can you please review my LinkedIn profile? I need to know your real name, of course, right? In general, I would like for you to message me at least a couple days before the Friday live stream so that I could have everything in front of me and be prepared ahead of time. But I forgave you. It is Friday, okay? It is Friday. I know a lot of you are frantic. If you want that, I'm more than happy to do so. Yakish says, I am excited and nervous. That's a good feeling. Wow, my voice is disappearing. You know, it's okay because I have been live streaming for 2 years now and I'm always nervous before every single live stream. That's a fact. You're nervous because you care and that's absolutely okay, Yakish. Okay? You just got to ask yourself, have I really do the checkbox and do every single thing I can to prepare for this interview? Okay? By the way, Yakish, how many story do you have? Put it in the bottom below. You need to have at the bare minimum 20 story. I'm talking about bare minimum, okay? Because each interviewer is going to ask you 3 questions. That's their job. On top of that, they're going to ask you about 3 or 4 probing questions. You need to have stories so you can have enough stories to share. I say bare minimum 20 because if your story is that amazing, it's going to hit the Amazon leadership principle 80 to 100% of the time, which is why I talked about my template in the questions and answer playlist. If you read my story to a T, it really hits the LP about 100% of the time. Okay? I talked a lot about saving costs, which is frugality, right? I talk a lot about diving deep in the data and figuring out a solution and what to solve for, right? What is that? That's dive deep and think big. So, do you see where I'm going? Don't focus all of your energy on just the leadership principle. That's a lot. That's very overwhelming. There's 16 of them. Okay? Focus on the actual questions and creating your answers specifically around the questions because your listening skill is critical. And we all know that y'all don't listen that well. Okay. Hannah is laughing at me right now because Hannah is my community member in my VIP coaching program as well. And each time, sorry guys, I don't know why my throat is scratchy. Each time when we get new member, we're kind of thinking about ways where we're moving people along as quickly as possible. But 99.99 of them, like as I mentioned, one out of 100 at least, half out of 100, not even one person out of 100. That's a lot. Okay? Don't listen. They ask the same question, they're struggling, and for some reason they think that I have a magic wand that I would just get them the job. I don't know what they're thinking when they come to me. My style of coaching all of you guys is I will hold your hands along the finish line through the beginning to the finish line. I will tell you exactly what to do. And guess what, guys? I am the only coach that I know so far that are so anal that I read word by word every single thing that you do from your resume to your LinkedIn. You know, I've read word by word because I will call you out when you haven't fixed it based on my resume rule, for example. Okay. So when you're working with someone like me, you have to show up sharp. If you don't, then it's probably not a good idea for us to work with each other. I'm just being very, very honest here. And if you want to work for Amazon, you have to show up well. You have to be prepared. You have to be on top of your game. This ain't just an interview prepped. This is prepping you to advance in the career that you want with FAANG companies. When I say FAANG, I'm talking about not just Amazon, the Google, the Facebook, the Tesla. What am I saying? The Nestle. Sorry, Tesla, the Tesla and the Netflix, right? All of those, guess what? If you come in and ask some silly questions right off the bat, you will lose credibility right away. For me, you don't do that. I'm trying to get you from your business acumen, which is right here, to up here. So even when you land a job offer, you're going to get exactly what you want and where you should be leveling with your experience, okay? And a lot of you guys don't think that. It's crazy. Maybe I should stop reading all of your messages. Cheers. Mm. Alrighty, Anna. Hi, Rita. Good morning to you. I love the profile pic that I'm looking at right now, Rita. Doris, how are you, Doris? Wow, Anna from Beijing. I don't know what time it is from Beijing. I'm assuming that it's super early right now. I think in Beijing, my evening is your morning, or yeah, your late morning. So thank you for being here from Beijing in the house. Hello, Satya. Satya is it's a rock star. It's a superstar, I should say. Satya went from dropping his star story about 2 weeks ago or so and having a LinkedIn profile. I know everything about my YouTube members, by the way, and also my VIP members, everything. This is a perfect example because when I review your work, because I take my sweet time in reviewing the things that you do, it's so easy. The answer is right in front of me to know how to coach you and how to support you. Satya is the one individual that went, what is this LinkedIn profile? It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to land any interview. No wonder you're not going anywhere. To boom, literally, like literally overnight. I'm not even joking. He fixed everything. Yes, I'm talking about you, Satya. And the Amazon recruiter reached out to him. Okay. That is how simple and easy it is, people. It is easy. Landing a job interview, it's so easy, but you have to do the hard work. Okay. It's okay if you need a little motivation. It's okay. I get it. Everyone's learning curve is different, but the one thing I want you to not do is to give up. You have to keep on pumping. Maybe start baby step, right? Today, this is what I'm going to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to do this. Give yourself a goal. You have to have a set goal. If you don't have a set goal, you'll never reach the finish line. Tell yourself by the end of this week, I'm going to have my resume ready or my LinkedIn profile. My goal is to land job interview. Do you see where I'm going? You have to set yourself a roadmap so that you could get there and it is achievable. Okay? Constance says, yes, love free stuff. Oh, good morning, Parker. Good morning. Oh, what you dream about? Oh, what you dream mama about? Oh, you dream I play with your Paw Patrol? Oh, okay. You ready for school? When I threaten him to go to school, and the people who's watching my VIP knows I like to threaten my child, he will behave himself. Oh, I love you too. I'm right here, okay? I have a surprise for you in the living room. You will see it when you go outside to the living room. Okay. Joey Stars. Hello, Joey. Joey from Germany. How are you? I love the diversity, and that's why I am running this section. Is thinking about all of you from EMEA. DZ. Hello, DZ. Welcome as a community member. Shadha. Hello, Shadha from Mumbai. Hello, Mumbai in the house. When I did the AWS Woman in Tech, that was virtually based in Mumbai. My video editor and I are working on remaking that video and putting on timestamp for you guys. So it takes a while to nurture a video content and turn it into timestamp and just to make it more simplistic so that it can answer more of your questions. It will be coming out. It's probably not going to happen until sometime next week, um, because we wanted to make sure that it looks pretty and it has all the content that you need to get from landing an offer to landing a job. Okay. Oh, I think. Alrighty then. Damped. Hallelujah. Oh, you got a job offer. What? Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much for your help, Holly. Your content is awesome and extremely useful. Thank you. Congratulations, Damp. Damp, I want you to reach out to me on LinkedIn so I can send you my private Facebook group for all of those who landed a job offer as my member. Okay? So please do so. Congratulations, my friend. When is your start date? If you have one walkaway tip right now, and please do not stop coming to my live stream. The audience love Amazonians in the house. Okay, so keep on coming back. Even if it's not Amazon, keep on coming back. It will help pump and motivate those who need an extra energy boost. Okay, thank you so much. I know Damped is not your real name, but if you can talk about your interview prep, the entire process, what was the most impactful thing in my coaching that has helped you? Please do share. Hello, Mario. Aw, Mario, thank you so much for being a member and for the super chat. Thanks for your support. Please review my story. Of course. Of course, I will review your story. That's what the Friday session is for. Elizabeth, thank you for coming back. Everybody say hello to our friend Elizabeth. We got an Amazonian program manager in the house. Alrighty. Mario. Mario, by the way, if you want me to review your answer, let me know what questions your answer so I don't have to guess. Okay? 100% of the time, the first time you drop your story, it's not going to be perfect and I have to second guess what it is, so let's just go straight to the chase. Okay? I'm going to put down your situation on here. That's going to help with the timestamp should you be interested to rewatch this. Okay? So, Mario, I'm a senior program manager in the construction industry and I'm not happy with my current position. First of all, you should never say that you're not happy in your current position. Okay? I'm looking for a career move to FAANG company. What questions are you trying to answer? I have been seeing Holly's video for several weeks, preparing my story, participating in live stream, and managed to have my story revised last week before my phone screen. I managed to use a revised story just to receive my invitation to the panel interview for my most wanted position. My friend, I need to teach you how to write your star stories, okay? Here's what I would do if I'm you. If you go to I'm just going to come over here. Forgive me, guys. I'm just going to share my screen really quick with you guys. Here, let me help our friend out, Mario. Okay, 1, 2, 3, share. Okay, this is sorry, guy. Oops, this is what you're looking at. Okay, so this is my main YouTube channel. Yeah, all you guys have to do is you would. This looks really weird because are you guys seeing this? It's like not. It's not. Uh, Okay, I hope that is the view you're seeing. If it's not, I don't have time to fix it right now. So, right here, I want you to take a look at my name. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? Hang on a second. Mario, I'm going to remove you really quick because I need to show you how to get to my playlist. You see my name right here? It's very simple, right? Anytime when you go to my YouTube channel, all you have to do is click on my name. It will bring you to the main page. Okay? If you go here, yes, you're going to look at my analytics too while you're at it. You see this huge tab right here? This huge tab that says playlist. That's what you want. You want to click on my playlist. On the very top right here, it's giant and it is in red in case you miss it. Okay. Right here, I want you to click on this. If you click on my company logo, you will download my star template for free. That's the most innovative thing you've done. That's one example. That is the most important template in my career. That's the biggest business impact. And you just have to follow example. I don't care if you're interviewing for a PM, engineer, leader, director, VP, intern. It's the same thing. You got to have your story. If you don't have your story, you will not land an offer. Okay. Now I want you to go here. Click on my playlist. You see this playlist right here? Right underneath custom channel, you click on here. When you go to my playlist, by the way, I will be interviewing a former chief of staff, operation, technical program management, and PM in 2 weeks. Please do not miss it and go ahead and smash the reminder button right here. That's leadership interview. You do not want to miss that. So back to playlist. I want you. Are you still watching? Are you guys still with me? You see these playlists? I mean, the name is on there. You can't go wrong, guys. Okay. Don't be lazy. I'm not saying you are specifically. A lot of you guys are. Don't be lazy. Do the hard work. Come down here. It says Amazon Leadership Principal interviewed, questions and answer. This is the playlist. I want you to click on it. This is what it looks like. Okay. Once you click on it, you see this right here. I want to give you an example of excuses. That when I did that, it was a time where a home was, I'm sorry, talking about at, okay, sorry guys, let me remove myself. That is a green screen in the background because literally my son and I moved back home and our place was flooded. I was live streaming with a webcam. I have no light source. I have nothing, so I hide my background. You got no excuses, okay? If I'm willing to show up this poorly to you and still live stream and helping you get a job, this was during the pandemic, okay? And I want you to work hard for yourself because your coach, your virtual coach, me, is willing to do that for you, all right? If you go down here, not only do I have this for you guys, let me go back here, okay? There's timestamp in here, okay? For all of you guys who's complaining that Holly, your content is too long, how much time do you think it takes me to go back and put timestamp in a live stream that's over an hour and a half? Because it's literally takes me 5 hours to stream a live stream and go back and put timestamp in every single live stream for you. So what I want you, look at all these job offer. Okay. There's so many job offers in here. And this is not a joke. These are real life people, different people showing up every single week. There's phone screen tips and tech. There's like so much meat in here. Okay. How to dive deep in doing research. Like there's so many stories and examples in here. If you take a look at this is the playlist. This is a playlist that I have just asked you to do. Okay. Which is right here. How to answer Amazon Leadership Principle interview questions. Okay. Biggest failure examples. Most innovative, by the way, all of these have a template in there. Free. Absolutely free. Can you please mention free? Free. Free, guys. Okay. So a lot of you guys, Holly, this is too much. This is too long. I'm overwhelmed. If you think the interview process itself is overwhelmed, how are you going to land a job? How are you guys going to land a job? It's all here. Before you ask questions, do seek to understand, which is right here. These are all free. Invent and simplify weaknesses. When I have things like that, that means it comes with a free template. On top of all of that, guys, guess what? Right here, there's a template. This is a template of the most recent leadership principle, number 15 and 16 over here. And I even put timestamp in here for you. Okay. And in the timestamp, hang on. Right there. You see that? Right there. There's an example for you to follow. There's an example for every single thing. And all you guys have to do is implement and follow it. All right. Another thing that I wanted to mention very, very importantly, because no one pay attention, as we know, right? And nobody listen, as we know. And yes, I've done this almost every single live stream because you all don't listen. The community tab right here. When you click on that tab, your view as a pay member and non-pay member are not the same, because the pay member also have the view versions of all of my free template that it's housed in here as well. And these are the names of everybody from last week, just within 1 week, the 10 people who landed a job offer. Okay. So with that said, I am going to go back. 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Is that fun or what? Do you like that? Oh, Elizabeth, you see that? I still have your name on here from last week. She's like, Holly, it's over. I'm no longer on there. All right. Okay, who is next? Mario, you are not ready for story yet. You have to be very, very specific with an example, and you never want it to show up and sound negative. As you want to leave your job, you're not happy with your job. Employers don't care. Employer only care for one thing: you sounding positive. You sound like you have a challenge, but how do you overcome those challenges? And what was your result? What did you do to solve a business or customer problem? Every single one of your answer have to be around the customer. I hate to say this, guys, employers don't really care that much about you. They care more about how you have helped your customers. Okay? I mean that from the bottom of my heart. They don't. Because remember, they're interviewing so many people, they only want to hear what you can deliver. Okay? And that's also allowing them to know if you're able to pick up and run with things on your own. Okay? Do everything that I just says on my free template and follow it, because it's a guide. It shows you and tell you specifically how to create your story. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense, Mario. Hello, DZ. DZ says, DC, I got second interview for a support engineer role, which is 4 to 6 hours in expedite hiring format. What does expedite hiring format mean? Are there other following interviews? Which is 4 to 6 hour expedite hiring format. I think what they meant to say that it is a hiring event. Okay, hiring event, or it's called interview bliss, which means they have a high volume of people interviewing on the same day, interviewing to 4 to 6 people, where they are going to make a decision literally by the end of the week or the following week. Usually that's what it means. And if you have questions, you can absolutely ask your recruiter for clarification as well. But generally, expedites, interview blisses, that's really what it translates to. Okay? But your prep process is the same thing, yeah? Yagish. What questions are you guys answering? You see what I mean by you all don't pay attention? Let me know specifically what questions you guys are answering. Okay? Yagish says, I am a technology leader. I think this is tell me about yourself, right? I'm a technology leader who helps to set up, secure, and manage file transfer between applications and external stakeholders for the clients. Who are your clients? Who are we talking about? In the insurance and retail industry. Are there any more, Yakish? What is missing there for me is, what was your business impact? What was your result? Okay? What will your result? Remember, all of you guys need to talk about what is your added value in the end. And it looks like this is a different question, Yakish. I'm a self-motivated person. By the way, they don't care about that. Never mention anything about yourself, because the way how we perform during the interview process in front of the interviewer, they can tell if you're driven, right? If you have great communication skill, if you're self-motivator. So don't mention any of that. Allow them to evaluate you. Proactive listener, nope, none of that. Erase all of that, okay? Get rid of the soft skill. They're more interested in hearing what you have done. What do you think about my self intro? No, the first one is pretty good. Yakesh, the first one is pretty good. It's just missing what was your added value? What is your business impact? Okay. For example, I'm a technology leader with XYZ numbers of years of experience setting up secure and managed file transfer between application and external stakeholders for clients such as whom? In the insurance and retail industry by saving them what? or by helping them transfer how large was the file. So when you are talking without actual numbers or giving specific detail, it's lacking the scope and the scale. So I'm not really sure if I were to interview you, I don't really know what level to interview you at. That's why you guys have to be extreme, concise, and also specific. Okay. I did not learn that at Amazon. This is just me because I'm a very anal and structured person when it comes to the workplace. However, if we're hanging out having a glass of wine or coffee, I'm really not the same person. The funny thing is, when I'm not working or live streaming or coaching, the last thing I want to do is talk about work, right? Oh, coffee. Okay, Corinne. I'm having an interview coming up next week from Google. All right. I'm feeling nervous and needing your help in preparing for the interview. How can I reach out to you? Corinne, please reach out to me on LinkedIn because I like to personally review every single LinkedIn profile to see if we are a fit or a match. When I look at your LinkedIn profile, your position title, a brief information, I don't need all of that because we're going to tear your LinkedIn profile apart and fix it anyway. I wanted to be able to make sure that I'm able to help you. Okay. My VIP coaching cohort is actually getting full. It depending on the cases for diversity or diverse professional. Diverse meaning if you're not born and raised in the US, those are more of my priority because I feel that the way we communicate is very different from the all American, from business acumen to the workplace, just the workplace. Though I'm trapped in my own word. You see where I'm going? English is my fourth language, so I'm more passionate into helping those that I know that needs an extra help on delivering their messages. It took me 21 years to get here, guys, and I was in ESL English as a second language and being made fun of my entire life. Make sure that you follow me on LinkedIn as well because when I do make those posts, I get very deep down in sharing my personal growth and my personal experiences so that you can learn a little bit more of why I coach the way that I do. You have to be very structured, very specific because if not, you are going to finish last and you will lose trust from the people that you work with. We're not even talking about just helping you land a job, but you need to be so polished um, and so well organized in the communication skills. Okay? So make sure you reach out to me, Corinne, and I'm the only Holly Lee who's an ex-Amazonian. Can you believe that? My email address at Amazon at the time was hlee at amazon.com, right? When I was at Google, it was Holly Lee at google.com. It's crazy. I was the only Holly Lee. It's like John Smith. So make sure you connect with me, and I want to take a peek at your LinkedIn profile to see if we can work with each other. As mentioned earlier, please do not rush. My process is not running a marathon. It is very fast. It is very tense. At the same time, you need to follow instructions. If you don't follow instructions, I have asked people to leave my cohort because I felt like it's wasting both of our time where I can't move you on to different phases and you're just stuck right there and you're not willing to do anything. Okay. Yes, I am that person because I don't want to waste your time. And also, why would you? Right? That's why I'm very, very selective and I work really hard to create the community that I have. Hello, handsome. Hi, handsome. Go see your surprise in the living room. See your surprise, okay? Okay, thank you, handsome. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Go take a look, okay? Thank you. Thank you. You can leave the door open, okay? He gets scared if I close the door. Okay, thank you. Thank God I cleaned up my background a little bit for you guys. How many of you guys are parents with a young kid? Say I. There should be a lot of you guys, okay? Parents, no parents, single parents, you just got to push yourself to try hard. Damped says, I asked for a 10 to 15% raise in the initial offer. Awesome. I would try, generally, I would advise 30%, but yes, 15% raise in the initial offer. I'm waiting for the recruiter to respond. Should I be worried? This happened 2 days ago. No. Most of the folks who end up getting the salary or compensation they want is because they negotiate. If Amazon take the offer back, then they are not the right employer for you, right? Why don't you want people to have backbone and stand up for themselves? And you're talking about the richest company in the world. So, no. If I were to advise you, oh, Parker, what is it? No, Mama forgot to buy them. It's on the mail, okay? It's in the mail, okay? Okay, go drink your Nook. Your Nook is near the couch on your iPad. I also got you some oranges. Please? Okay, please? Okay, let's go to school then. Okay, let Mama work for 5 minutes and then I'm going to take you somewhere special. Yeah, I will take you to by Parolo House, okay? Oh, okay. Let me see. Don't touch. Okay. Okay, ready? I know. Okay. Okay, can you go get your iPod? You can bring your iPod in here if you want. You want that? No? Okay. What do you want? Mama's still working, Jai. Okay? Okay. Play game in here. Go get your iPad. I'll let you play game in here. Okay, little angel? Okay, go get it, little angel. Go get your iPad. Mama can't get it. I don't know where your iPad is. Okay. Well, guys, I have to end very quickly. As you can see, this is not working out. Parker, stop, please. What is it? Parker, I can't go. Okay? Go do your stuff, please. Okay, let's go to school now. No. Then go get your iPad. I will take you to school if you don't listen. Okay? Okay? You're a good boy. Are you a good boy? Yeah. Okay, go get your iPad for me, please. I don't know why. It's on the couch, Di. Mama put it for you. It's on your chair. Go, go. It's on the chair. I have a surprise for you on the chair. Go look. It's a big surprise on the chair. Yes, I lie to my kid all the time. That's what parents do. Okay? So when you're all complaining about Holly, why don't you do this and do that and quick tip? Think about what just happened. Daycare is closed today. All righty. If I were you guys, I generally would advise my clients to ask for 30% more. That is because after you do the market research, okay? My Amazon salary playlist, there's a playlist for that as well. It's not just Amazon, it's any employer. Take a look at that before you negotiate so you're not randomly making up numbers, okay? No Zuzi, no Zuzi. Hi, Holly. I have an on site interview and I have a lot of stories, but they also common. I have addressed a lot indoor air quality safety complaints. How do I tell my story? Avoid repetitive. Well, without being repetitive, you have to answer the questions in different phases of your story. Okay? You can have all of your story with one company even. But the way how you answer your story is to not sound exactly the same thing. If that doesn't make sense to you, then take a look at my VIP coaching because there's only so much I can go being your virtual coach without hearing you. Parker, what is it? I'm sorry, guys. I will be right back. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, it's okay. Come here. You want to take off the iPod? Mama, give you chocolate milk. Come here, please. Come here. Here, you can take this off, okay? Parker, you're such a naughty kid. I don't understand why. Why, Parker? Why? Like, Parker. You're so much, Parker. You promised Mama you'd be a good boy, remember? You promised, but you're never a good boy, okay? But you never let me walk, remember? You tell Mama you don't like school, but you never listen to Mama. Remember? This is for you, okay? Are you done? I love you. Whew, I am back. Who else is still here? A life of a single mom. I love it. I will not change anything for this kid. Nothing. As much as I complain about my child, I call him naughty and whatnot, I will not change anything. I'm surprised that there's still 47 people who are watching. If you guys are ready for me to continue, please give me a thumbs up emoji inside the live chat. You see how I roll? Not only did I ditch you guys for a few minutes, I'm coming back asking for a favor. Hey, listen, the YouTube algorithm really loved the emoji thumbs up. I'm not sure why, but that's going to help attract the right people right into these live stream, okay? Purple, good to see you. All right. No, Ziwi, if you guys are truly struggle with your story, and let me just ask you this. Did you already saw the Amazon leadership principle questions and answer playlist with that examples and follow everything? Have you done that? If you haven't already, I would highly recommend that because it's free. After you've done that and it doesn't make sense to you, that's when you reach out to me or just take a look at the VIP coaching. The link is right here. Okay, you could play game next to me. Okay? Poor kid. He's got really bad allergy. You could play game next to me. Go ahead. I'll let you play game, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Come here. Okay? Give Mama 5 minutes and I will give you attention, okay? Is that okay? Love you. Love you. Oh, you're my little angel. Are you my little angel? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, the light source for some reason. Yeah, you are my angel, remember? Yes, angel. Okay, you be a good boy, okay, little angel? You want to sit on my lap? Okay, go play your game. Parker, if you don't listen to me, I will take you to school now. You want to go to school? School's closed, but he doesn't know that. Okay, Mama will take you to school if you don't let Mama work for 5 minutes, okay? And then I will take you for a bike ride, okay? Oh, okay. I will get you anything you want, okay? Okay. We are going to play 5 puzzles after this. Okay? Okay, 1 puzzle, okay? The struggle is real, people. It is real, okay? It is real. I'm not even hiding it. There's no way for me to hide it. All right. Yakish has 23 stories, but is it okay to merge 2 stories to support follow-up questions? What do you mean merge 2 stories? You don't ever want to merge any stories? So I'm not sure what you mean by merging 2 stories. Support follow-up. Your follow-up question should never be 2 story. It should be very specific. Remember, very specific answer. Okay? Specific, not multiple answer. One specific answer. Okay? Aisha, I'm so happy I found you. Oh, thank you. Why are you so happy you found me? A recruiter reached out to me for a senior program manager position, shipping and delivery support. Your videos I've watched so far have been very helpful. Best of luck to you, my friend. I talked about, I know that you've joined a little bit later, Aisha. I talked a little bit earlier where I'll be interviewing former chief of staff for operation for all of TPM and PM at Amazon. Um, I crossed paths with her 11 or 12 years ago. So all of you guys who are interested in PM and TPM, absolutely do not want to miss that interview. And that's in 2 weeks, okay? I also, it's right here, by the way. If you look at all of my upcoming interview, you'll see the one with Stephanie Chu. And I also made a LinkedIn event as well because I'm very anal with data. You see that? I'm very structured. I want to make sure people don't miss it because you all know you don't listen very well. Alrighty. And I think you are really great. I wish I found you earlier. I had 4 interviews in mid-September for senior program manager positions in Amazon Europe. First succeeded, but then position internally filled. Rest 3 fell. Can I apply more while preparing for the interview? I will not apply for any more position for now until your interview ready. Here's why, Anna. Because when you have had multiple interviews, you're already in the system. The resume hasn't changed. It's for the same role. So if I were you, I will do your work. It doesn't sound like you were fully prepared the first time. I apologize if you have, but unless you've got all your stories right, you have practiced, you've done all the steps that I've mentioned in the playlist that I've just mentioned, that's when you're ready. I don't coach any of my VIP coaching member to apply for job because from the moment they fix their branding, they start attracting different recruiters, even for different position as well. I will advise you to do that as your virtual coach and not apply for more job. If you have failed 3 times, applying for more job is adding on to the problem. It's not fixing the root cause of the problem, which is getting ready. Okay? I know that my feedback is very raw and very to the point, but my straightforwardness is the one reason why a lot of people do land their job very quickly. Alithia, for example, failed a ton of interviewed and able to get an offer in a different role, by the way. She failed, and her background was a data scientist, and she is exposed to AL and machine learning and whatnot. Didn't pass a single interview, and then she ended up interviewing for program management position and end up getting a role with AWS. You see where I'm going? So fix your branding and fix everything else. Follow the free step first. If you feel like, here's the thing, a lot of you guys wanted to like rush through. I'm having a really hard time doing that because personally, guys, if it was me, if I fail an interview with a company the first time, I will pause and stop and fix the issue. If you really ask yourself, you will know where you have failed. I made an entire playlist to teach you how to get there as well. Yes, I have a playlist that's called Fail Amazon Job Interview. Actually, it's Fail Any Job Interview, right? It's not just Amazon. My content is for all the employer. If you listen very carefully, it will guide you to how to fix the problem before you go back again. Okay? Please, people, just stop feeling so anxious. I'm going to use the word desperate because so many people are still so desperate, and then they go through the same cycle again. I actually have one of the member who failed their Amazon interview 15 times. Yes, 15 times. 1 5. I'm like, wow. But hey, she ended up landing an offer after 15 times by finally doing every single thing to a T and being on track. Okay? What you guys need is to rebuild your confidence and being on track, you have to follow the right process. And my entire free version is in my entire channel playlist. Okay? I know I'm yelling at this point, but I feel like a lot of my audience are coming here to get yelled at. It's literally all in front of you. Okay? Because 4,000 some odd people are able to do it just right off my YouTube channel. That's a fact. If you look through the playlist, any of my playlists, you see timestamp, you see a whole bunch of announcement on job offer. And if you look at their names, they're different people. They're human being like you guys. They're real life. Okay? They're not make believe. So if they can do it, you guys can do it too. But a lot of those folks, they listen very well. And they listen so well. Majority of them have not failed a single interview yet. And that's how they're able to get a job so quickly. And then I have that I'm only focusing on the people on my YouTube, okay? And that 20% have multiple fail interviewed, and they finally knows and learn how to create the right story, and then they pass. So creating your story, practicing, and then they pass. Okay? I hope that shed some light to you, Anna. It's a lot of work. I just gave you inspiration there where members have failed 15 times, in average 3 to 6 times. Yeah, in average 3 to 6 times inside my VIP coaching. It is true because some of them are here right now watching me. Hi, guys. So stop doing that. Just stop. Just take a deep breath and follow the process. It will work. If you don't land a job today, you will land a job tomorrow. I promise you because everyone does. Okay? Wow. Beijing, 1:02 in the morning. Good for you for being here. Hello, Kathy. How are you? That voice. Rita says, I just saw him climbing on your back just yesterday. It was funny. I run 2 office hour every week for my VIP coaching. On Wednesday, he was literally all over me and I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I almost shut off and pushed my office hour to a different day. I just couldn't because when daycare is closed, Even though I have some help, it's hard for me, and I don't want anyone in my house or expose him to, we're still in COVID, right? Just random people. So I have to be very cautious of not just me, but the health of other people that I don't really know as well. Okay. You're going to see a lot of him. Just following your easy and simple step. Oh, Satya, Satya, you are amazing. You listen so well. So well. Really proud of you, Satya. I can see amazing things happen for you. I mean to be a complaint to you. No problem, Mario. Hello, Nathan. Great question, Asia. Asia is asking, is there a specific order to watch the video? Excellent. The first playlist I would watch is Amazon interview process and strategy. Amazon interview process. The second one goes straight to questions and answer. That's it. Those two playlists will save you. Okay. After you have got the offer, I want you to watch the salary negotiation playlist and also the Amazon onboarding. Those are the two. There's that order that you have to go through. Okay. Excellent question, Aisha. Okay. Okay, Mario, the most innovative thing. I am a design and construction program manager interviewing for a construction manager position. In 2007, never put down 2007 and never, ever give an example that's 10 years old. That's way too old. Okay? Parker, can you please give me a second? Do you want to go to school right now? No. Can you please leave Mama alone for a minute? Remember what we talk about? No parole house for you. Are you a good boy or bad boy? Bad boy. Come here, say hi. Are you good boy or are you bad boy? Come here. You're so much, child. Are you good boy or are you bad boy? Bad boy. Are you good boy? How are you a good boy? How you doing? Can you say hi, everyone? Good morning. Say hi, good morning. What is your name? What's your name? No, what's your name? Hunter. Oh, Parker. Hunter. What's Mama's name? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's Mama's name? Little Bum Bum. I'm not Bum Bum. You know what Mama's name is. How old are you? My name is Little Angel. Oh, your name is Little Angel. Okay, go. That's it. Enough. Oh, nope. Don't touch my stuff. Parker. Okay, let's go to school. Come on, let's go. Parker, please don't tear my headset. You're gonna buy me a new one if you do, okay? Okay, go. Okay, let's go. Mama's gonna say goodbye and go to school now. Okay, Mama's gonna say goodbye and you go to school. Okay? Please go watch Abbas. Okay. Go watch Abbas. Mama's right here. Okay? No. So needy. So needy. 4-year-old. Alrighty. I'm gonna continue. Never use an example that's 10 years old. Okay? Never. And never mention the year either. That creates a lot of biases. Parker, can you please stop? I love you. Parker, can you please stop? I love you. Mama's gonna lock the door in my office, okay? If you don't listen, you're gonna be outside by yourself. I love you too, but you don't listen. You know better. You remember you promised to let me what? Yeah. Remember? We had an hour conversation about this, remember? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Can you go get I love you. Parker, you need to stop. I love you. Parker, please stop. I love you. This is real, guys. This is real right here. Parker, please stop. I love you. If Mama stop working, I'm going to drop you off school right now. Okay, let's go. No. Can you please sit down? I love you. Can you please sit down? I love you. I love you too. Can you please sit down? Good boy. See, that's a good boy, okay? Okay? My Lord, help me, someone. Okay. Do not mention the date. Do not mention the year. You're opening up a can of worm of being biases, okay? You don't want to be judged because your experience is too old, all right? So let's remove that for a second. Think of another example, but let me continue reading it. I was an assistant PM when I noticed that if you're interviewing for a program manager position, you do not want to give entry level example like an assistant. pick another example, okay? When I noticed the email was used in my company for distribution of project documents with recurring failure causing delays and extra costs. But what about the email that causes delay? What about that? I realized that the FTP site could be much better solution with automated capabilities. The problem was that they were not user friendly. But that doesn't have anything to do with recurring failure causing delay and extra cost. So you see what I'm doing here with storytelling in the STAR method? It has to flow in that transition. Your situation, you did a fairly good job. Different story, by the way. This is too old. And then you move to your T, which is what problem you're solving for. And what I've done here is your action plan. I dropped my vision of the FTP website, but how do you know what to solve for, Mario? Hire programming and a designer to do what? Why did you hire them? I gather the requirements by interviewing PM teams in my company and prioritizing functions that would save more time. It's missing some meat for me into figuring out how do you even know what to solve for. And by the way, who are you solving this for? You said for my company distribution. Who are they distributing this for? Who is your company's end customers? Who are they? Okay. All right. Whomever that just gave me a thumbs up does not appreciate my child in the background. You go on ahead and exit kindly, please, and let me continue this. It's funny. I find it as an amusement. Let me know if that makes sense, Mario. You want to make sure that the stories that you guys are giving is relevant to the role you're going for. Okay. If you're interviewing for one position, you cannot give an example that is not just oh, but your position title. It's at the beginning of your career when you're interviewing for a mid level or senior role. Okay. The interviewers will not like that. Alrighty then. Let me know if that makes sense for you, Mario. Kathy, Holly this week was big for me. Had dinner with old boss and connected with three former employers. By the way, I recommended the Amazonian listen to the third quarter result for investor portal. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you, Kathy. Gives good understanding of high level expectation between the street and Amazon. Awesome. Thank you so much. Did you hear what Kathy just said? Kathy, our executive member here, mentioned that actually we should all read the third quarter results. I think it's giving us a big picture of what is next for Amazon and just overall how they have been performing during the pandemic. Okay? Parker, please stop. It's enough. Parker, please stop. Parker, please stop. Don't be such a naughty boy. Look at mama. I know you're crying for attention, but please stop. Oh, good job. Can you please throw this away? Go make mama a pizza. Okay? Can you please turn off your iPad? It's really loud right now. Can you please turn it off? Parker, please turn off your iPad. This kid is so much. I have a child here for free. For free, his college is being paid for. Any taker, can I please have your hands up? Any taker with my child? My lord, help me, someone. Okay, time for more coffee, Holly. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy between a 4-year-old who's driving me nuts and you guys sending me silly questions. I just want to smack you. All right. Mario, you just have to polish up the whole story. It's I it doesn't really tie into with each other, okay? Just answer this yes or no, Mario. Did you get a chance to look at my templates in the questions and answer playlist that I've just mentioned several times, by the way, in this live stream? Did you get a chance to look at that? Because if you haven't looked at that, you all will be lost and your questions will not make sense. Okay? Is there a way to know? Oh, DC, is there a way to know the level? If you guys really want to know the level, all you have to do is ask the recruiter. But to be honest with you, don't focus on the level, focus on being interview ready. You were contacted via LinkedIn and they were interested in speaking with me about the role. After reading about it, encouraged me to apply, sort of uh, wing the first one. You never want to wing anything specifically with FAANG Company, okay? When you wing things in the system, it will stay in the system forever. Thank you so much for all the super chat, guys. Harry, welcome as a new member, Harry. He's handsome, Holly. He is a lot of work, people. What happened? What happened to your eyes? Parker, can you please lower your volume for me? It's really loud. Can you guys hear the iPad in the background? Can you please lower the volume? Okay, please. Parker, you're not being a good boy right now. I am going to drop you off your nanny's house. Okay? Okay, I'm going to drop you off someone else's house. Can you please play with your iPad for a second? Parker, look at me. Look at me right here. Can you please play with your iPad? Can you please listen? Go eat your oranges, please. Alrighty then. Somebody really does not appreciate my child in the background. If I'm not a cup of tea for you, if you don't appreciate this, feel free to leave. You don't have to give me a thumbs down. You can give me 2 thumbs down with just no thumb. That still count as an engagement. You see why I have paid member mode on? If not, they will put silly questions in my live chat. This is why. You guys are feeling it, right? People are so weird. So weird. Alrighty. Hello, Steve. How are you? Nathan, you are an amazing mom. Props to all the working parents out there. Yes. As mentioned earlier, if you all join later, there are like some moms that I've met with 4 kids. I don't know how they do it. I just have one. You saw the struggle here with 1 kid. When asking more, do you push for RSU, sign-on bonus, or salary? Excellent question, Steve. Well, first, you got to look at my Amazon salary negotiation because it guides you to what to think about, how to do your research. I cannot tell you what to ask for because you're not me. Okay? I'm not you. So what I want and what you want and what everyone want is different. For me, I don't care about equity. I care about cash upfront. Why? Because look at him. I have a kid to support. I have daycare to pay for. Okay? So for me, base salary and sign-on bonuses upfront is what I care for. So what do you care for, Mr. Steve? Parker, can you please, for the love of God, shut it off or lower the volume? It's too loud. Please? Please give me the iPad now. I will throw it in the trash. I'm not going to throw it in the trash. I'm threatening him. Yes, I know. Thank you for listening, okay? If you want loud, you have to go out to the living room, remember? Don't you want Mama to buy you toys? Well, I have to work. Who do you think is paying for your toy? It is Mama. Here you go. Oh my God. Alrighty. Okay. Purple. Purple says, yes, I lied to my kid. Daycare is closed today. I lied to my kid all the time. Okay, all the time. Oh, he's breaking my heart. Oh my God, he is so much, people. It's being a single parent for me is a role that I'm still struggling with. If you think about opportunity for improvement in the workplace, I wish I'm a better mom for him and have more patience. But because I have him like on the weekends or when daycare is closed literally 24/7, as you all know, all of you parents, mom and dad, know that they need to be entertained constantly nonstop, which means life has shut down for me, which I don't mind. I love being a parent, love it. But there are moments where and then you start having people that are complaining, Holly, why didn't you get back to me? Holly, why didn't you, even your own friends or family, how come you never call me anymore? And they forget that we're living in the world right now where everyone is working remote and they have a lot of time on their hand, but I don't. That means to me that I have more work to do in being more remote. When daycare like completely shut down for 6 months during the pandemic, it was hard. I don't know how I was able to homeschool him. I homeschool him for nearly the entire year, guys, and I never stopped live streaming. So before you complain about my live stream being too long or this is too much for you, just think about the service that I'm giving. It's free, by the way. And I've done live streaming for free for nearly 2 years for you guys. Yeah. Actually, even before the pandemic, 2019 to about, I think it was about 3, 4 months ago when I started the pay membership. That is because, I gotta stop bringing the bacon now. It's about time to get there. Okay. So it is a lot of hard work. And when you are prepping for your interview, you should really be asking yourself question here. I want you to say it out loud so you can hear your questions because you already know what the answer is. Okay. For example, if you want to give me an example that's 15 years old, if you read it out loud, if you really think big into the role that you're applying to and you look at your answer, you already know that's not the right answer. You should know that you, I'm going to train you so good and identified how to really peel onions from your background and give high level examples with enough breadth and depth. Okay? Breadth and depth is a key. Elizabeth says, all parents know this exact feeling. Thankful mine is napping. Yeah, it takes a while for mine to nap. Elizabeth, by the way, our collaboration video, I haven't had the time to remake that. You want to go back to bed? You want to go back to bed? Hallelujah. Yes. You can take your iPad to bed, okay? Okay? Go ahead, take your iPad. I'll let you take your iPad, okay? And Mama will make you breakfast in a minute, okay? Is that okay? My child is my hero. My 4-year-old is my boss, and my 4-year-old is the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. As much as you hear me being very frustrated and frantic, because as you all can see, I don't like to hide things, I don't like to sugarcoat. And this really made me the way that I am, how structured I am, and how straightforward I am. Because literally, I have to manage a newborn to now a 4-year-old. And the time that I did work for corporate, I managed my own team. I was a people manager for 8 years. And prior to that, I was a senior recruiter where I manage and also like hold my stakeholders' hand. I'm talking about director level and VP stakeholders as well. So I think I'm a professional people managing person. But that's why when I hear your story and the type of questions that you guys are asking me, I know how to help you right away because I've seen a lot of that. Okay? I've seen common themes. Okay, you can tell me all about your dream, okay? Okay, go ahead and play with your toy, okay? Okay, go ahead, play for your toy, okay? Mama's right here. Thank you so much, ladies. You feel bad for Mama? Okay, please do go back to bed. Thank you, all you ladies, all you amazing lady for your thumbs up. I really, really appreciate that. I kind of needed that now, actually. Thank you very much. Bye, Purple Sparkle. Thank you for being here. Victor, hello, Victor. How are you? Victor says, I had the last interview of the loop on Wednesday and Thursday. Let me make this a little bigger. You see that? It's really weird where I can't lock this, where it doesn't shift the size. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all of that stuff. Contact me telling me that the hiring manager wanted to schedule another technical interview. That means, my friend, if you already you had the last loop on Wednesday and Thursday and the recruiter wanted to dive deeper, that means, Victor, you haven't answered the questions on the technical side. As mentioned earlier, be as specific as humanly possible with your questions. When you say technical, what are we talking about? Are we talking about coding or are we talking about designing? Okay. Either way, you need to make sure that you practice more on that because they will dive deeper to make sure that you can solve the problem. I'm assuming problem solving, okay? Eva, thank you so much for the super chat. If you have any questions, please do let me know. By the way, if you super chat, please do remember to put your questions before you hit enter, okay? Unfortunately, I can't just move you. I can't enable you to do that. You have to do it as you're doing the super chat. I know. I don't make any sense right now. Alrighty. Joey, what's the most difficult things that you have to do as a B2B software product? Oh, this is interesting. What's the most B2B product manager? As a decision maker, there was a time where the top management decided to start a new product line for a new industry. This is too vague. Be specific. I would say, as a decision maker, what do you mean by as a decision maker? Were you the decision maker? I would rephrase your situation so it doesn't sound like it's repetitive. I would simply just say, my leadership team have decided to start a new product line targeting a new industry, which is, what industry is this? What is the new product line? Be specific. Okay. There were two choices: to start building from scratch or start with existing production model that is specific for customer with 50% changes. Again, what are the product are we talking about, and what are you trying to deliver to your end user? Don't forget that, okay? The highly respected team lead was redundant to adapt existing model and preferred to start from scratch. But the timeline was too short to deliver PVM. Spell that out because a lot of them won't understand what that means. For the new big ticket customers, what does that mean? Who are the big ticket customer? The main concern, existing model, it just sounds like it's very redundant. Go straight to the meat, my friend Joey, okay? Straight to the point. I would simply just say they wanted, it sounds like, leadership wanted to focus on the new market in creating what are the products to target those specific market and audience. Boom, jump right away. My goal is what? What exactly is your goal and what action does it take? Jump right into the meat. The main concern, existing model was complex and difficult to generalize with the timeline. I convinced my director peer to get the subject expert who developed this. You mentioned model a lot and how complex it is, but I don't know what is the complexity of the model. Here's a great example of being specific and diving deep. Okay, be very, very specific. What about the model that makes it complex? To set the new team for success, I was on board more experienced, ambitious engineer from the business unit to fill up the whole functioning understanding. It's hard for me to follow because I don't understand what step you took. Because remember, Joey, you started off your story by mentioning the whole purpose of your whole story, which is your situation, right? Which is creating new product, targeting new audience, new industry. But in your problem to solve and your action plan, you didn't mention anything about the product or what exactly did you solve? What was your effort? So all of that was missing for me. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense, my friend. I would redo that. Okay. Be more specific. Alrighty, Joey. Anna, you welcome. Senior program management job. Amazon is hiring for PM product, basically hiring for everything constantly. Okay. So don't worry. If you push your interview out not being ready and the recruiter get the position filled, don't worry. There's still another day. Close your eyes, go to bed, wake up the next day, and boom, there will be 100 more positions for you. I promised. I promise you that. Okay. Eva, what is your question? Thank you for the super chat. I have an interview with Amazon this coming Tuesday. Any advice for senior finance analysts interviewed? That is everything that I just mentioned in this channel. On top of that, a lot of your example have to come with data. Data is huge for finance people. Okay, data is a number. Things like what tools you use as a finance analyst. Walk me through an example of your effort in saving your customers revenue, or what is the largest budget that you have to manage. Your senior finance analyst, that's exactly what they do. They also do budget approval as well in an Amazon standard. Okay, so make sure every single one of your questions has some type of numbers in it. It's all about the data. And also, lastly, before I forget, Eva, your ability to build relationship with cross-functional teams and who were your internal stakeholders, your customers. You're welcome, Mario. Eva says, should I mention that I create my own website boutique, that I went to PepsiCo Mexico to integrate a new system to save money? Yes. Hell yes, girl. Yes, that is amazing, Eva. Yes. Now work backward and tell me how you did that. Okay. For example, if someone would ask you, what you just said right there, Eva, is so powerful. It literally hit the leadership principle 100%. What you just said right there. You see why I don't focus on Amazon leadership principle? This girl says, can I mention about creating basically a process, right? A process at PepsiCo Mexico to integrate new system and save money for the company. Guess what? If you work backward and able to walk me through how you're able to solve this problem, it's frugality because you're saving money. Think big, dive deep because you created this website from scratch. Yeah. Customer obsession because you're doing it for PepsiCo, not just PepsiCo, the company, but all of us consumer. I don't drink soda pop, by the way, but all of us consumer who are being able to influence all of us as well, right? Which is customer obsession, insist on higher standard. It goes on and on and on and on. And also the most recent LP was success and scale in broad responsibility. You build and integrate the freaking system for PepsiCo, girl. That's huge. Huge. Okay. I would hone in on this story and have three examples just on that and work backward. When you look at three different example and see how you can recycle that into complete different part, because there will be interviewer who are not ready to interview you and they will ask you the same question. You want to make sure that you're not repeating your example word by word, but you're having different component of that. Okay. Just think about how you have pushback. Just create the same story, focusing on like how you're able to have pushback because this is huge. This is integrating system. There's always going to be pushback. What about your ability to influence with data? What exactly do you do? How did you build what you built? How did you know how to solve for? And how did you know how to leverage your, is it cross-functional team? Is it your stakeholder? Who are they? Okay. Can you guys tell that my mind is going 100 miles an hour? What's my coffee? Whew. After every single live stream section and coaching, my brain is fried, everybody. Okay. So, I'm not answering any messages, any questions for the remainder of today. Alrighty. I hope that answers your questions, Eva. That's a fantastic experience, girl. Rita says, he's smiling in the background. You know what? There are days where I just don't know how to manage him, and I wish that I have more patience with my son. Yes, I wish that if there's something that I can do to better myself as a parent, as a working CEO, I wish I have more patient with my son because sometimes I'm so exhausted where I drink coffee at 2 o'clock in the morning because I have to work. I'm so behind in my work. During the day, I really do the best that I could to spend time with him. But, there are days where I just have to shut off and just focus on me. It's funny, I put a photo on my private Facebook group, meditation, because I will make him meditate with me before the live stream. Well, not this morning because it's too early for him to sleep in. But generally, when he's home with me, I will make him meditate with me. I'm trying to teach him obedience, abundance, and just like chill, zen, calm. Parker, do you like to meditate with mama? No? Okay, never mind. Never mind. He knows yoga pose, by the way, people. He knows the tree pose like this. It's funny. I would take him. I'm just kidding. I'm not giving away my child. Joey, for several sprints, the team worked in full speed to improve the old model and deliver MVP on time. How? What was your initiative with team delivering this? Remember, when you're giving an answer, you don't want to mention your team deliver it or we deliver it. It's you delivering it. What was your effort in this? The new product became the most popular product that generated highest revenue to the company. How much revenue? Be specific. What are the numbers we're talking about? Okay? This is kid in early morning. If I'm your neighbor, I'll play with your kid sometimes. I wish you were my neighbor, Anna. I wish you would be. No, I try to. I think that being a mom had helped me to be so much more patient. I actually didn't like who I was when I was working at these companies because it's moving so fast and all I care about, everything out of my mouth is deliver, deliver, deliver. Like work hard, results. In fact, I don't even think my direct reports love me that much. But hey, they're successful, okay? They all meet their numbers. But I'm saying that being a parent really humble you and teaches you a whole different level of patience. Victor, it's going to be a live SQL coding experience. All right. I already had two. In the first one, I was well prepared, but in the second one, I didn't do very well. Well, think about your second one where you didn't do very well. What was the question, Victor? Okay. And I would really practice on that. I almost can guarantee you the follow up third interview on the technical part. It's to see if you can solve the problem. Okay. Make sure you're able to solve the problem very clearly. Presentation and communication is key. Okay. It sounds really weird, Victor. Even when it comes to technical problem, my engineers and my TPM who are going through system design and architectural, can't architecture questions, it helps to focus on the STAR method. I know, just bear with me for 1 second. Let me explain, okay? If you think about what is their question, that is your S, right? What is the question the interviewer is trying to ask you, Victor? Okay, what problem are you trying to solve in using SQL? What are you solving for? Now, walk them through step by step. How are you solving it? You're doing it live. That's great. But sometimes it helps for you to think loud, speak up your thought process so they know your thought process. Therefore, if you're making a mistakes, the interviewer will know that you're at least trying to think big and being creative. Yeah? And then also your R, your result. Guess what? Were you able to solve the problem? Did you test your code? Is it working? If you're using SQL, I'm assuming that when you're building a table or a form, you're building something, right? If you're using SQL, is it work? What is the outcome of that? Did you test it? All right. So hopefully that works for you, Victor. Suda, is it okay to push upcoming interview as I'm not ready? Suda, you're preaching to the choir. I answer like thousands and thousands of these questions every single week, literally in thousands. Push out your interview when you are not ready. If the position is filled, that is a good thing for you because you did not fail. Okay? Victor says if they're asking him for a third questions on technical, does that mean you do well on behavior? Well, it really depends. Okay, it really depends. I can't say yes or no because I don't have your note. Put it this way, it's rare for me to be in the feedback where everyone gives you a thumbs up. It's really rare. It's probably about 10% out of the 100 people. Oh, it's really rare. Someone is going to give you a thumbs down. Somebody. Either if it's technical or behavioral or both. Okay? There's no such thing as a perfect candidate in answering perfect behavioral question as well. So I know I'm being very vague right now because I'm not your recruiter. I can't see the feedback. So the answer is I don't know. If they're calling you back for a third interview, it may also be your communication skill and the way you articulate your answer. So that is also behavioral based. Does that make sense? Thank you, Victor. It's really hard to be a single mom and a career professional. Give yourself grace. I try to, but every time when I yell at him, it does make me feel really bad. But it took me a long time, by the way, to start. The time out that every parents do. It takes me 3 years to start introducing him time out because I'm the only one that he has. I don't want him to feel like my mom is always yelling at me and telling me to stand in the corner. So I'm still working on that. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. And I'm pretty sure I'll have the rest of my life doing that. Alrighty. No more questions. I think I've answered everyone's questions. Thank you so much, everybody. Every single one of you guys who are supporting my work, who are showing up every Tuesday and every Friday. Okay. I will see you guys all next week. Please, please, please do pay attention to the community tab inside my channel because I'm running a pool right now. I wanted to utilize the limited time I have and also my video editor to pump content that you guys care about. And I want to learn more about what you care about next. I'm focusing on 2022. What are all the great things that's coming at you? Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Be well, be healthy, and I will see you guys all next Tuesday.